Hello, welcome to Muddy Waters Fishing. Man, it's been a long, cold winter, and finally the weather has broken. Get out on the river and fish a little bit. I just got out and got set up. My first set, before I got the camera on, I got a bite on that second rod. I'm hoping he hits it again. So anyways, we're gonna spend a little time here this afternoon. We've got a few hours to fish. Come along with us, let's see how we do. Man, folks, it's nice to be out. I've been sitting at home inside in the cold, dreaming about being out here on the river doing just this. So it's a pretty good little hole out there. It's not super deep, it's about 20 feet. I marked plenty of bait when I was coming in, and I marked some fish. So far, 2 bites. Second rod on each end. Be nice to catch a few. Although frankly, I'm just kind of glad to be out on the river. I struggled catching bait last night. My electronics weren't working. The 12-volt battery that runs the electronics turned out to be just completely dead. I thought it had a charge on it. And when I got down to the lake where I catch bait, boy, they were just dead as a hammer. They wouldn't fire up at all. And the wind was howling, it was rough. And there's one spot where I can usually catch some shad, and I just couldn't get them. I caught a couple of carp and a couple of buffalo. I ended up letting them go. But this morning I had better luck. I got the battery charged up, electronics working, and I was able to find some bait. And matter of fact, I caught one net that was so full of them I couldn't hardly get it over the side of the boat. So I kind of weeded them out as best I could and threw a bunch of them back because I had way more than I could use. I kind of like using fresh bait. I don't have the same confidence in frozen bait. It probably works fine, but I like to catch them fresh, put them on ice in that cooler, and then bring them out here and chunk them up and put them on a hook. It's just beautiful. It's early March here in the Midwest. We're out on the Muddy Waters, about 55 degrees. The water's 41. So it's warmed up quite a bit. I don't know if they'll be back in these slack water eddies or if they'll be more out in the main, on the main current seam. We're going to try a little of both. Start here and give this 15 or 20 minutes. We've already had a couple of bites. I mean, no big, like, well, actually that one I messed around with it too long. He had it pretty good. He had the rod not doubled over, but he had a steady amount of pressure on there, like he was swimming with the bait. I probably should have reeled down on him. I missed that opportunity. This one just bounced it a couple times and let go. I got a couple of new rods. Actually, 4 of those rods are all pretty new. They're made by Tangling with Catfish, and they're a pretty light action for catfishing. They're a medium action rod. Matter of fact, all those rods are medium action rods. But the TWCs are a little lighter than the Mad Cats over here. These 2 are Mad Cats. I like them all, and I sure do like those Shimano Dakota reels. They are my favorite. They're not a lot of fun to pay for, but man, they seem to last a long time, and they're really high quality reels. I'm slowly kind of switching over to line counters as I can, because I just don't see any reason not to have them. And they can be really useful if you mark some fish and want to set up on them. So it's been a while on this second rod. I think I better check the bait, chuck it out. Oh, there we go. like a fish, but it bent the rod over pretty good. I think I mentioned last night I had a lot of trouble with electronics. I didn't catch any. Got him. We got one, folks. Hot dog. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to have a fish on. I don't know how big he is. I haven't the slightest idea, to be honest. So we're gonna get the net just in case we need it. Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent catfish. Yeah, he's not that big. Is that a channel cat? Holy moly. It sure is. Well, pretty nice channel cat. I'll take him. By golly. All right. Get the grippers out. Get a look at this fella. That's our first fat catfish of 2025 right there. By golly, and I'm happy to have him. Oh my goodness. It's your lucky day, because you would be delicious. We're gonna let you go. Cool. That was so much fun. I still get as excited about that. What is he doing? Oh, he swam right up on the mud bank there. I still get as excited about that as I did when I was about 8 years old. It ain't no different. We got one. Not tiny. He is not tiny, folks. Might be a pretty good fish. Yeah, that's a pretty good fish. I don't know how big he is, but he's pretty good. He is peeling line, man. That's a pretty good one. We got us a good one. Shit, that's a big fish. That's a big one. He's wrapped up in that other line. See if we can get him up here. Let's see if we can get him up here, get him in the boat. He might break us off. I hope not, because he's big. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Doggone. I don't know what's on the end of that line. But he is a hoss. That is a chungus, man. That's a good one. Damn, is that a big sturgeon? I don't think that's a catfish, folks. I think that's a big old sturgeon. I'm not sure. It is. That's a big sturgeon. I've never caught one that big. He's good size. Let's see if we can get him in the boat. Not quite done. Good grief. I thought I had a big blue. I did not. That is a big old sturgeon. Wow. That's cool. Sure don't catch a lot of them like that. Big old sturgeon. We'll see if we can't get a picture of him, let him go. He's a good one, man. Shit, he's 3 foot long. Goodness, I've never seen one that big. Wow, look at that, guys. That is a big sturgeon. I'm not sure what species of sturgeon it is, but that's definitely what he is. Check that out. Wow, that's cool. Hope we're getting a little bit of good footage on this. I know I got my sunglasses on and all, but we're gonna let him go. We don't want to hurt him. Woo! Well, we got slimed. It wasn't blue cat slime, but shit, who cares, man? That was a nice one. Never know what you might pull out of this old river. I don't know what he weighed, but he was hefty for sure. Man, that was cool. Let's see if we can do something like that again. Well, we got to spend a day out on the river. Sure can't complain about that. We didn't catch any blue cats today, but we caught a nice big healthy channel cat and a gigantic sturgeon. Biggest sturgeon I've ever seen. So I had a great time. It was a really fun day. And who knows, maybe we'll get out and try it again tomorrow. So anyway, I think that's probably about it for this outing. We'll catch you next time.